Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. If you are new, my name is Michelle and this is my channel. If you haven't already, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to have you as one of my followers so you can keep up to date with me. So today's video is going to be about a combination of how I found out I was pregnant, or how we found out we were pregnant, and updating you with everything up until this point. I'm currently 22 weeks in a few days. So I'm about 5 months pregnant, going into 6 soon. So let's get into it. So got your head in a clouds, you're delusional. In an ocean of all this emotional. Best be sure, I'm looking for something more. Starting from the beginning, me and my boyfriend, we've been together for 4 years. Just a regular love story. So, and I'm having my first caffeinated drink. Don't say nothing to me about being pregnant, can't have no soda. My doctor told me I can have a soda. So boom, period. So it was, I think, the month of August. I was like, babe, my period has came on, but the thing about it is we were trying to have a child. We're ready to begin a family and we wanted to start. So we have been trying for 2 months prior to this, and then we got pregnant on the 3rd month. And I was like, babe, I missed my period. And he was like, all right, well, it might come on a little later. So I waited like 3 or 4 more days. It still didn't come on. So I told him, I was like, I think I'm pregnant. So we went to the store, bought a pregnancy test. And I took it, right? And it had a like very faint line. Like it was very faint. So he was like, I don't know. Like, I was like, babe, I am freaking pregnant. Like, I am pregnant. And he was like, I don't know. Like, let's take another one. So we took another one, and it was the digital one, I believe. And that one just said pregnant. So we were like, okay. So throughout like the weeks, like at that point, I think it was like 3 or 4 weeks. And we had scheduled an appointment with my doctor to confirm the pregnancy test. And we went there, and they did confirm. We thought it was gonna be like a blood test where it would be a little bit more concrete, I guess. More concrete, but it was a regular like peeling a stick, whatever. And it came back positive, and all the nurses at my doctor's office know me, know my mom, like know who's my mom. And it was just like, okay, like let's hope they don't say anything to my dad or my mom, because we all go to the same doctor, and like, you know, but they're not supposed to breach patient confidentiality. So boom, I'm pregnant, right? And then like I'm just gonna tell you like the chain of events. Okay, so I didn't have any symptoms. I literally felt fine. I was still drinking. Like I don't want to admit, I told the doctor, but I was still drinking, like, because I didn't think I was pregnant. And as soon as I found out I was pregnant, like we poured a big bottle of whatever we had just got out in the zinc and all that. So it was like a month. So that was in August. A month later, September, we haven't told anybody. We had came to kind of like the conclusion of not telling our families until Thanksgiving, because it's just, we want to make sure everything goes well, and you know, we just want to handle it our way. I will admit, I told my sister and my boyfriend's cousin, because I just couldn't hold the excitement. Like, I'm having a child, like I couldn't hold it. And they held me down because they didn't tell anybody either. So it was September, and here's when it kind of got like crazy. So my boyfriend's grandfather was rushed to the hospital, and we had to go up to Philadelphia to pick him up. That whole ride, I did not feel well. Like, I thought I was gonna throw up. I didn't have no appetite. I just did not feel well. Like, I didn't feel like myself. So I was telling, like, when we got back home from Philly, I was telling my mom, like, Mom, I'm just not feeling good. Like, and then she was like asking, you know, coronavirus is out. She was asking me like, well, Shell, have you been eating? Like, I was like, Mom, I don't want to eat. I don't have no appetite. She was like, Shell, I think you need to go get tested for COVID. So I'm like, all right. I scheduled an appointment with my oh, boom, I forgot. No, okay. Go back. We went to Philly, right? Picked up his grandfather. On our way back, I was still not feeling good. And the next day, that's what happened. The next day, I was like, babe, I've had this headache for like 4 days now, and I'm prone to headaches. So I've always dealt with migraines and stuff like that. So I was okay with it being like 1 day, 2 day. But when it got to like 3 and 4 days, I was like, and then like going on, I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with like carrying out having this headache and I'm pregnant. Like, I didn't like it. So we went to the hospital, and when we went to the hospital, they were like, basically, you're just dehydrated. It's normal in pregnancy that you're gonna be dehydrated and stuff. But even with the fluids they gave me, Benadryl they gave me, all of that, I still did not feel good. So I left the hospital still not feeling well, and like I kind of just let it go because they had gave me medicine. The medicine they gave me is so crazy because I wasn't feeling good. So the medicine they gave me was a opioid, and just to take Tylenol. It's like Tylenol 3. That's what it's called. Basically, it's like enhanced Tylenol for pregnant women. Just because I didn't have no fever, my blood pressure wasn't high or nothing. So they gave me that. It's like Monday, Tuesday, I'm still not feeling well. And like, that's when I got to the point of like, I don't want to eat. I haven't ate, like, I hardly ate anything. Like, from the trip to Philly, like, even till that Tuesday, I did not hardly eat anything. And my boyfriend was trying to get me drink tea. He was trying to get me to do like soup and all that. I just didn't want anything. I was still like out of it. So that's when I had talked to my mom on the phone, like telling her my symptoms and stuff. And she was like, Shell, well, have you ate anything? I was like, Mom, I don't have no appetite. And she was like, I think you need to go get tested for COVID. And I was like, okay. So I scheduled an appointment. Come to find out I did have the symptoms, so they accepted my walk-in appointment at the lab. And when I got my results literally the next day, and I had tested positive for COVID. So imagine being pregnant, no one knows but me and my boyfriend at that point. Me and my boyfriend, and I'm close, like I have COVID-19. And like, it got progressively bad. I wouldn't say I had the worst of the worst. I had a like mild case. And it wasn't fun. It was really scary. So throughout me not feeling well, I couldn't take, like, you know, like, I can't take any medicine. My mom was like, girl, take you some Tylenol cold, take you some Motrin, take you some Robitussin, because she don't know I'm pregnant. So I can't take any medicine. I stopped taking the opioid till I didn't feel well. They gave me a opioid. Like, I'm pregnant. Why would you give me something I can get addicted to? So I stopped taking that. It wasn't working anyway. So I stopped taking that, and like, it got worse before it got better. So after I had tested positive, like I thought it, so I just thought it was 2 days where I was having trouble catching my breath. But my boyfriend was like, it was 4 days because like I slept all day. Like my body just was so tired. My body was so tired, like worn out. And then like all of a sudden I developed like a cough. And like when I would cough, I'd be like, like I would be like, I'm like, oh my God, like I can't breathe. And like every day I would have people calling, like my mom, his grandma, like, how Michelle feeling, how Michelle feeling. And like at one point I couldn't talk to them because I could not breathe. Like every time I was like, yeah, I'm feeling well. Like I was like, but I wasn't feeling, why the hell? I was not feeling good, and I'm telling people I feel fine. So yeah, I thought it was only 2 days of me not being able to catch my breath and like my breathing, like struggling to breathe. But my boyfriend was like, it was 4 days because he works from home, so it was kind of convenient, the fact that I had to be home quarantined for 14 days from work and all that. But he was like, he just did not like the fact that I would sleep all day long because, like, not to say anything bad, but he did not know if I was alive or not because my breathing was so bad. Like I snore and like I wasn't snoring, like, and then like in my like progressive, like in my snores, I would like act like I'm like, not act, but like I'm gasping for air and stuff like that. So thanks be to God that I got through all of that. Taking no medicine, just trying to drink water and trying to eat little by little and stuff like that. And just, I think having the prayers of all my family and all that, just because I think only my mom, my stepdad, like not my immediate family knew. So I got through COVID-19 while pregnant, and it was really scary because they couldn't tell me anything about how this could affect my pregnancy. Like they didn't have any information about it, which was really disheartening because it's just like, dang, here I am in the middle of a pandemic, got the pandemic, and I'm pregnant. And it was just like nobody could understand the like type of anxiety I was having because I'm just like in my head I'm just like, God, can you just please bring me and this child through this? Like, come on. And he really worked it out for me, so shout out to you, big dog. So moving on, I had, like, from that point on, like, after that, I told my mom. So I told my mom I was pregnant, right? So she was really excited or whatever. But Javon's, was it after that or was it before that? I don't remember. I think it was before I had COVID. Javon, we were hanging out with Javon, his mom, his grandma. And Javon's mom, she my drinking partner. She was like, Shell, you she pulled us to the liquor store, get some lottery and all that. She's like, Shell, you trying to get a couple wine coolers? And I was like, nah, I can't drink right now. And like instantly, as soon as I said that, Javon's grandma called on, and she called his own. She was like, girl, they is trying to hide this pregnancy. And basically that day we admitted that we were pregnant, and they were happy too. They were just like, why didn't y'all just say something? Y'all don't have to wait till no type of time to tell nobody nothing. Just tell it. So that is how everybody found out. Everybody was really happy. I think they were kind of like, what y'all gonna do? Either y'all gonna get married or y'all gonna have a child. Which one? And I think they're happy. They're gonna be happy regardless, but they're happy that they're getting a little baby to come around. So moving on to like now, I guess. I am, like I said, 5 months pregnant. Like symptoms I've had in the beginning when I had COVID, I was like throwing up a lot. And I think that was morning sickness, like due to me being sick and being sick. I was throwing up. But other than like symptoms, my boobs got huge. I got so freaking huge. And they're already huge, that's the problem. So that happened, and then like another symptom that I had was that I had really bad pregnancy acne on my chest. Like, I never been the type to like, I want to call it eczema because it was like blotchy, and it was all on my chest, like all on my boobs. It looked really bad. And like, you know how people like, put some Vaseline on. Like, girl, I wear Vaseline. And it wasn't doing anything until I had found this vegan, no chemical added, black owned bar soap. And it literally in 3 days, I swear to God, in 3 days, my whole chest was clear back to normal. Like, everything was clear. So we haven't stopped using that since. What else have I experienced? Nothing. I really had praise be to God, I really have had a smooth pregnancy so far, and it will continue to be that way because I believe in God, and I know he ain't gonna put much on me that I can't bear. Yeah, I haven't had many symptoms. I haven't had no issues. Swollen feet, I have had that. My nose kind of has been like stuffy. Oh, and now up to this point, one thing that I can say that has been like heavily present, hip pain. Like, my hips hurt. Like, they hurt. Like, to the point where like one day I had to call out of work because I couldn't walk. So my hips hurt, but everything else is cool. I have developed that line down the middle of my belly. My belly button is now trying to poke out. Yeah, and I haven't gained any weight. Actually, when I was sick with COVID and just like going through morning sickness, I actually lost 15 pounds. So I have stayed consistent with my weight this whole pregnancy so far. Haven't gained 1 pound. I literally lost 2 pounds versus gaining anything, which I am thankful for. I already, like, in the beginning, so I don't know if I should do it in a different video or just make it all one, but I think I'm gonna just do it all right here. So I am plus size, but I do appreciate the fact that my doctors have not brought my weight up as being a problem. I have had my doctor say, Michelle, you're one of my patients that's really doing well for being plus size, and that's a blessing. Like, I think this child has really helped my blood pressure, my everything, because my blood pressure has never been like 122 over 70, whatever. And it's been that, it hasn't been high, but it's been consistently like 122 over 70. And I'm grateful for that. I think I think I was 12 weeks. My doctor wanted to check my glucose, so I went and had to do a blood test, and they didn't call it a fail. I missed the mark by 1 point. So they just told me, like, and I told them at the beginning, like, I'm prone to headaches. In the beginning, I cut out caffeine, like straight cold turkey. And he was like, I don't think you should do that. Like, continue to drink your caffeine. Be like mindful of it though. So that's what I've been doing. Nah, but seriously, I ain't had no like issues, and I praise God for all that. Yeah, so the last 2 weeks, what am I saying? 2 weeks ago, I found out that I was having a little boy, and I am so excited because that's what I wanted. And realistically, baby, God knew not to give me no little girl. He knew that, because we would have been trouble, and my boyfriend can barely deal with me. So we're excited. Real quick, and that's no, I'm doing it, and I'm like, okay, that's something else. Before I go, itchy stomach. My stomach has been freaking itchy. And I scratch it. I stretch marks, come on, cause I had you before I was pregnant. But you can keep on coming. They don't do me nothing. So I would just say, if you don't want to scratch on your belly, try like cocoa butter, Vaseline, coconut oil. It works, but sometimes, honey, it just don't work, and I just need to scratch. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope you stay tuned, because now I'll be uploading videos about my pregnancy. I'm gonna say every 2 weeks, because after this month I start my 2-week appointments. So yeah, just remember that I am 22 weeks pregnant today, and 22 weeks and 4 days, I think. I don't know. I don't know what I was just trying to do. But yeah. If you enjoy this Lord. If you enjoy watching this video, please give me a thumbs up. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Turn on your notification bell, because I'm gonna be posting. It's time to get back in the grind. Yeah, so thank you and have a great day.